Hello, everybody. Today I'm talking about Venus in Aries. It is out of its exaltation. It is under charge of Mars, who is also being influenced by Rahu. What can we expect from it? Hello, this is Komilla Sutton, and we are talking Vedic astrology and discussing Venus in Aries. Venus goes into Aries on 10th of May and stays there till 3rd of June 2020. And this is quite a big transit for Venus because Venus has been supporting being exalted for all of last month. So it has been keeping a calm energy for the last month. And in Aries, firstly, it will be in Gandanta on 9th and 10th. So it's going through this kind of 0 degrees of Aries, Pisces, end of Pisces, beginning of Aries, very stormy energy. And then it will go stay in Aries, where it is getting influenced by Mars. And as you're aware, all of you, that Mars is with Rahu opposite Saturn Ketu. So this is not a easy influence for Venus as well. Venus is about beautiful things, about pleasure, about relationships, about love. And Mars is passion and desire, but Mars is also anger and aggression. So generally, Venus does not do so well in Aries. It's out of its exaltation. And normally it's a 1 month, less than 1 month transit. It will be finished by 3rd of June. But this year, everything seems to be more accentuated, more fraught, because Venus is going to be in Aries and then ruled by Mars. Mars is with Rahu opposite Saturn Ketu. And at the beginning of May, Mercury is also in Aries. Sun will be in Aries till 15th of the month. So a lot of planets being subtly influenced by that Mars. I made a separate video for Mars in Gemini. I put a link and you can go to it and listen to that. But so Venus can get very heated up because Venus's natural element is water, and Mars and Aries are fire energy. So it can get very heated up, it can get very dried out. So we can start feeling as if we are not experiencing any pleasure from life, and there's a lack of support there as well. Venus feels that in Aries. And one of the things is that there's always a rush to do things, rush to complete projects, rush to do things, whereas it is better to take time because Mars and Aries makes impulsive behavior. And the two signs that get most affected by Venus, of course, are Libra. For Libra, Venus is in the 7th house. So they are focusing on relationships. So they have to be conscious that they're not just going for passion, but looking for a long-term relationship. Whereas I think Taurus will experience this transit as most difficult because Venus is in the 12th house from Taurus. So 12th from the Lagna, 12th from the moon. So 12th house Venus is not easy. You're making effort, not getting rewarded, wasting energy, wasting time, wasting money. It's a good time not to spend money at all, especially on big projects and on wasteful activity because Venus is in the 12th house from itself. And for all of us, Venus being Karaka for marriage and relationships, for things that are luxurious and comfortable and the feel-good factor generally, Venus is Karaka for Sukha. Sukha means contentment. So the Venus in Aries make us feel a bit discontented with where we are. And it is good to look for contentment, to try to work with that energy, not to always feel I'm dissatisfied. And then as far as relationships are concerned, Aries can either make them very heated and passionate, or they can totally dry up the relationship energy. So all you're doing is being angry and frustrated and arguing in relationships. So that is the area to watch out for. But even heated and passionate relationships cannot sustain the heat or the energy. So to be conscious of that. Now, during this transit, Venus is not going to make any conjunctions, although it will be with Sun and with Mercury, but they're not going to be in any close combination. So there is some independence to Venus there. Venus will move through 3 nakshatras from 10th of May to 21st of May. It is in Ashwini Nakshatra. Now, Ashwini is connected to healing and health and well-being, but also Ashwini is ruled by Ketu, and Ketu is with Saturn. So sometimes that nakshatra is blocking Venus from expressing itself, wanting to do whatever it wants to do. Aries is always signed for innovation, new things. And there is this real idealism in Ashwini as well for Venus. And yet it feels burdened because of the Ketu-Saturn conjunction that Venus is silently be linked through, because it is transiting through Ketu Nakshatra. Then from 21st of May to 1st of June, Venus in his own nakshatra, that is Bharani. Bharani is the nakshatra for the goddess. It's about women and women's issues and empowering yourself and being conscious about, who you are as a woman. So this time can be powerful as long as you are conscious of, honoring your energy, not wasting the femininity. And for men also, this is the time to honor the female energy. And Venus itself is in Aries, so there can be some new way, new innovation, new way of thinking of how to honor womanhood, how to honor the goddess. And for men, they have to look at their women as goddesses and not be angry or frustrated with them. And then finally, for 3 days from 1st to 3rd of June, Venus is in Krittika. Krittika is very fiery and hot, and I think Venus will be a bit uncomfortable there. Krittika is ruled by Mars, and Krittika is ruled by the Sun. So Sun is not involved in any of the dramas. So in a way, it is a bit out of the situation. Venus in Krittika is about expressing your fire of ideas, of desire. So it is important to not allow the fire to burn too brightly, because Venus is not totally comfortable in Krittika and in Aries. That is why it is possible to misuse or overcome with that fire and overcome with the energy. So basically, this is a short transit, and we are waiting for Venus to go into Taurus, because then Venus will be a lot more supportive. So 3rd of June is very important, because while other planets are in trouble, then Venus will be strong and will be helping us to cope with the more difficult transits. So this particular 24, 25, 23 days really is to be patient, to take your time, not rush into things. And definitely regarding relationships, it's not a time to overdo and not a time to argue and create disputes, because it is just going to take away from your personal contentment. So be content, be strong. All the best. Please do check out my website, komilla.com. Thank you very much.